Good morning. Happy New Year. It is January 6th, 2025. Welcome to the Naughty Knitting Sacks podcast. My name is Katie. I also own the Fuzzy Sheep. It is freezing in my office. It is cold in Georgia. It's supposed to dip down to 25 during the day. So I have my heater on. We'll call that my iron because it has an automatic shut off and I'm not allowed to have flames. Anywho, we're ready to go. It is a new year. This is episode 5. And if you are not into sweary, this is not the podcast for you. Have a nice day. There will be swearing. Now, and body parts, not mine, but there will be body parts. A lot of swearing. I'm fired up. So, what do we have going on today? I have not recorded in a very long time, so I will not bore you, except for maybe with a small montage on the end of the things that I knit in December, because there was a lot. I have been dealing with some autoimmune issues. I'll get into that later, so I won't bore you. We're going to start out with I'm going with my WIPS first because I feel like I need to do that. All right. In my fuzzy sheep bag, because that's what I have access to, I made a bunch of gnomes, in which I will share a picture of the recent one. It was gifted to a friend's daughter because she absolutely loves the gnomes. So I do have orders, custom orders for 3 more gnomes, all the same. They're going to be red with red top, green bottom. I am using scraps. These are on here. I am looking for it. I wrote it down. I have show notes, and why would we fucking pay attention? I wrote it down. I don't need to remember. They are on 3.75 millimeter US 5s. Do I know what the yarn is? I could take a guess. I'm going to say that that is Malabrigo. And it's not worsted. I lied. I don't know what I'm talking about. This is an absolutely flippin' fucking beautiful green. And this is from... Shit. Give me a second. I'll think of it. That was not in the show notes because I did not plan on doing that part. I'll remember. I just contradicted myself. Welcome. Okay. Threads by Nicole. I knew I'd remember. Yes. I'm amazing. And we're going to put that away. Don't put it down. Put it away. We're trying that this year. So far, I just look like a crazy person wandering around my house going, don't put it down, put it away. So far, it's working. It's working. All right, second project, or my second FO, is an orange Musselburgh. I've made them all in fingering before this. I have a ridiculous amount of Patons, classic wool, which I'm pretty sure I will gift this to somebody in my family who will immediately felt it into a bowl. Orange, worsted, and it's on a US 8, 6 millimeter, I think. Could be a 7. I have... Here's why. Somebody has her Grammy's old needles, and I don't ever measure. I measure when I start the project. I don't write it down. I should do that. I just caught my yarn. Okay. Don't put it down. Put it away. Third FO. In one of mine, My bondage gingerbread men. I am not explaining what a ball gag is. My dear friend in Virginia, I am not going to use her name because I do not have permission. She gifted me rainbow yarn, which I've never tried, from Hobbii. Happy Toes in rainbow. I like the stripey. These are on 2.75, which is a 2 US millimeter Hobbii yarns. Happy Toes, 75% wool, superwash, 25% polyamide. And these are two at a time toe up socks. Excuse me. Vitamin C water for my scurvy. Yes, I have scurvy. 2 at a time toe up socks in rainbow. They are started different. I literally just grabbed whatever at the beginning. I didn't cut anything. I didn't move anything. So they are slightly off. Pretty sure she'll be okay with it. My issue is that the stripes are different sizes, but that they're not for me, and she doesn't care. She's gonna love my socks anyway, damn it, because she loves everything I make, because that's what knit-worthy friends do, is they just love your stuff. Don't put it down, put it away. Last project for my FOs for this month. These are only the 4 current projects in knitting that I have been working on. I have not brought out a crochet hook. First of all, one of the projects I wanted to work on has a size E crochet hook, and that was for my a blanket that I'm doing, and I haven't been able to find apparently the one E hook that I have in my entire house, which is weird because let's see if we can turn this. I have needles, crochet hooks. There's more. Okay, we don't even want to talk about the ones upstairs. Okay, can't find it. My daughter decided to do the rubber band things and took my only e-hook. So now I have to order more. All right, last project. That is knitting. So as soon as I find that, I will also get out the regular crochet and I will do that. I left one skein in the ball band because I've already lost the other ball band. Literally. Oh, to be fair, there's no pockets in that bag. Right? Emma's yarn. This is, she's based in Florida, 100% superwash. The colorway is Golden Hour. I love the little pinks. It was going to be about 2 at my local yarn shop, Unwind Knit Studio. They are on Instagram. I will try to link them below. I don't remember why I bought it. I think I wanted a sweater out of it, but I only bought 2 skeins, so why? I'm an idiot. Anyway, I am making the Daily Scarf by Pearl Soho. It is very potato chippy, and I'm totally okay with that because I need to have one where I'm not... somebody reads the news and then gets upset. Anyway, it is lovely. I love it. It's a little thin for the pattern, but I'm okay with it. It's still pretty. It's going to make a gorgeous scarf, and I love it. That is on US 3 needles. I did not check the millimeters before I didn't check. I did not check at all. There's random string. Okay. That would be, I said the Daily Scarf by Pearl Soho. I gave you, we're going to put it down, not put it, or no, put it away. Don't put it down. I'll explain why that is going on in a second. So, my FOs. I will post again the picture of the gnome because I forgot to, I have a picture of it. It was gifted. She wanted it. I had to give it to her. And then one of my nieces got the Musselburgh hat I made in chalk. It's brightly colored. It'll post here. She loved it, walked away with it immediately. I'm pretty sure there was a shit ton of FOs that I finished in December. I will try to find pictures of them and post them as I'm speaking because accountability. I also made this pink gnome hat, holding it double. It is a fingering weight yarn. I held it double and I will be finishing him. I apparently ran out of stuffing, so I have to go to the store and get stuffing. The the next, excuse me, I'm sorry. My next FO, my last FO is a half object. I've probably told the story before. Let's tell it again. My dad is, he's a farmer, and they have a wood stove. So they cut wood, and they have something called a chopper mitt. And a chopper mitt is a knitted, lined leather glove to keep your fingers warm and so you don't chop them off while you're chopping wood. The linings that they provide, he will rub through every single one of them. So I make him replacements. So these go inside. This is full-on wool. In fact, it's fisherman's wool because it has... Does it have the lanolin still in it? I don't know. But it doesn't matter because he tells me that my mittens last longer than the mittens that come with the chopper mitts because the leather lasts longer than the wool. I've touched those mittens. They're not wool. No, ma'am. There may be a smidge of wool in them. They're fucking lying. It is acrylic. I don't know, they're gross and they don't work. So, fine. Real quick, what I'm reading. I am currently reading Discovery of Witches. I'm reserving judgment till I'm finished with the book. I'm gonna guess that there's more than one. I'm reserving judgment. So last year, 2024, my goal was 25 books. I got involved with one local. Let's try this again. I got one local book club. So that helps me expand my book reading a little bit. I am on Goodreads. If you want that, you have to ask for it because it is under my actual given name, I think. Not under Naughty Knitting Sacks, but we can discuss. I blew past my goal of 25 books and I actually read 40 books for the whole year of 2024. So the goal this year is 40 books. The first one I've started already. It was started before I'm getting back into it, is The Discovery of Witches. I do have a list of books to be read that is quite long. She's girthy. I also, I'll be keeping track of those on Goodreads, and I got through all of that. Now, in addition to my regular books, I am a journal person. I cannot do it on the iPad because I do not like the way, and I have to fix this. They have tips that will fix, just the tip. I have tips that will fix the issue. I just haven't got them yet. I do not like the way the iPen writes on the glass of the iPad. It just freaks me out. I don't like it. And I need that paper feel. That being said, I can't journal. I can't patterns. I have to print out on paper. I have to have that paper. That being said, I have journals. Like physical journals. So this is this year's journals and notebooks. Oh, I forgot one. I meal plan because my son eats for 3, my husband eats for 2. And I'll explain why I'm meal planning later. So I have my notebooks. I bought myself a work notebook. So this has everything to keep me accountable. Something just fell apart and now we have issues. Okay, so this is my work journal and it has everything. The work journal and the home journal I use, I am not sponsored at all. It would be great if you did because I do like these. The home planner from Passionate Penny Pincher. I do not follow the religious parts of it. However, it just gives you Bible verses. So if you're into that, go for it. I like it because it is checklist upon checklist upon checklist, and it gives me the stupid chores that I forget about, like, you know, change the oil on your car, change the air filter on your furnace. It gives me the, I don't want to call them stupid chores, but they're ones that I don't remember, and this helps immensely. So it's also a checklist, so I can just check it off and I don't have to worry about it. All right, sewing plans. The first thing I need to do is clean my fucking office. So that would be the reason I am in hand knitted wool garb, because I'm not allowed to have flames or anything that plugs in for heat, because I have the tendency to set things on fire. Not on purpose, just accidentally, and it's a little dangerous for me. My name is Katie, and they call me Catastrophe. I have earned that. So, what I am wearing is my nice, this is a worsted weight flax sweater from Tin Can Knit. Genius pattern, love it. I do not do the shoulder. Don't do the shoulder. This is a Musselburgh hat that I wear. This is from the Johnny Bow. He did the colorway. I think it's called Cicada. I love it. I wear it all the time. The only heat I have in the office is my iron, because it has an automatic shut off. So I just kind of tip it over and use it for a second, and then it will turn on the heat, and that seems to be good enough. All right, sewing. I have a lot of sewing that's been going on, even though business is a little slow. If you missed it, you just missed a sale. So, sewing, I have, we got some new things. And sewing, I'm only going to do a couple of them because they are, yeah. Been using scraps. Yeah. So little, I don't know if glasses will fit in there. It was because I had scraps. We have a couple of new Japanese style totes with the fornicating snowmen on them. If I was able to label it, and it is labeled as the Fuzzy Sheep, it will be on the Fuzzy Sheep website. I tried making a scrappy credit card or gift card holder for your wallet, and it turned out so cute. But she's a little tight. Don't worry, we're readjusting the pattern. mug rug. I can quantify this one as having not a single swear word on it. So I'm a little disappointed in myself. It was supposed to have, these are sweary ones, but it didn't. And then there's some snow butt. It did not translate. Is this one? This is a cute little drawstring bag. I have to make the rest of the drawstring, but these will be in the shop. Shops. Let's talk about that. Shops are going to be updated every 2 weeks. YouTube videos are going to be updated every 2 weeks. In addition to that, every 2 weeks, on the opposite week, I am going to try. I have plans because they're in my journal, in my notebook. I have plans to do extra videos, kind of tutorials. I'll look into it. I realized this week that when I darn my socks, I darn them differently than everybody I've ever seen. So I'm going to show you how I darn my socks. And I also have a tube sock. So this month will be a tube sock video on how I split for my socks because I just did one huge tube. And the other video will be I already went through it and I forgot. You should write this down. I didn't write that down. My second episode will be how I darn my socks. There we go. This is why we write things down. Because I cannot remember. Sewing. I have been hand sewing and I have been machine sewing. I did my regular sewing. I had a little bit of a episode with my autoimmune stuff. It's my own fault. I had sugar and gluten. It's not a good idea. In the meantime, what happens is I get inflammation, my nerves go numb, and I lose feeling in my hands. Blink, blink, because I work with my hands. It's uncomfortable and it hurts and I can't do anything. I literally can't do a single thing. So I had to bring my inflammation down. One of the things that I decided to make, let's do this one, is a quilt. I had 9 different fabrics and I loved them. So this is my first quilt block of this. It's called a Disappearing 9 patch, 100% cotton. I have one done fully and the rest are going to get separated out and they're all cut and ready to be sewed again. They're ready to be sewed into this quilt block. Once I have that done, I'm learning all the terms. This is new to me. Sandwiching. I will sandwich. I have not picked out a border or a backing yet. So, and then the big decision is, am I going to hand quilt this, machine quilt this, or go to my local quilt shop and figure out how to use a long arm quilt? I would love to have my own long arm quilt. Let's add that to the list of stuff that I would love to do and then put it directly on the pile of stuff that I have not done. Christmas presents, and is that the only sewing I got done? No, it is not. Fucking dare you not forget. Okay, so my new goal for this year is to work on my hexagon quilt. This is going to be completely handmade, hand sewn, hand quilted, hand bound, everything, because I am looking for punishment. First punishment was I decided, based on the shapes of the squares or the rectangles, I have 10 years worth of bag making rectangles. that I saved because I cannot throw anything away. What do I do with those? So I was like, oh, I've always wanted a hand quilt. Let's be a complete fucking dumbass. And I asked for a very nice quilt book for Christmas for English paper piecing. Joy. So excited. I get it. And the only thing that these fit on, which I can technically get 2 out of each one for, because there's 2 corners on the bags, is a 3/4 inch hexagon. Them is little. So this is like 10 years worth of bags. Is this attached? It is not attached at all. We're going to put the needle down over here because we will poke ourselves. Oddly, this is 19 across. There are 19 of them. And then I did 19 across again. But they're different because they're shaped differently. Understandable. I got it. So I had to count 3 times because I confused myself. I added more. I just added another strip, and that's how I'm adding. New Year's goal for this, because I do not sew during normal child home time because I have naughty shit in my office and I do not want to be sewing on naughty body parts and swear words in front of the gremlin and my daughter Pixie. She likes to be called Pixie. So I keep that up because it's safe for them and I don't have to worry about anything. Occasionally one gets through. For instance, I forgot that this was open. Nobody really saw it. I keep it in another bag. So I start out with those lovely rectangles and I cut them into squares. That's not a very good square, Kate. I cut them into squares. Once they are in, still not a square. I cut them into squares and then I put them on hexagons that are paper. I want to say they're a little bit heavier than cardstock. I did purchase these because I was getting frustrated about, cutting out all of the little hexagons and they always seem to be the wrong size. So they're die cut, they're all the same size and I don't have to worry about them. Because when you try to sew little hexagons that are not the same size because you use different size things, it makes for a wonky quilt. So I take a bunch of those squares and I baste them around my hexagon. I do reuse them, hence the fold spots. And then I hand sew them on. The goal this year is 10 a day. So far, I've kept that up. How do I know? Because I'm writing it down in my journal. This is in an old bag. This is fall apart, but it's so good. I have to wash it because I'm pretty sure there's a coffee stain on here somewhere. Anyway, this is one of my original fabrics and I love puns. Screw you. Oh, it's genius. I love it. Put the needle back in so that we don't have to wonder where it went later. Also, I would poke myself. So that is about to get a bigger bag because put it down. No, put it away. Don't put it down. I have no idea where I was going with that. We're going to have a nice day. Okay, we're not even going to worry about it. Remind me in the comments for us. I forgot. I got some amazing Christmas presents because my mother-in-law will absolutely feed my crafting habit. And my sister-in-law. They just, whatever craft I want to try, here, let me send you the supplies. One of the things I did ask for specifically for Christmas, because it kept showing up in my feed and I'm so excited, is this. It is an embroidery kit from the Missouri Star Quilt Company. My Pixie got one as well. Hers is wildflowers because she asked for the wildflowers. So mine is all Christmas, and these kits are amazing. Also not sponsored, but would not be upset. Comes with all the thread, the hoop, birds. I think it's supposed to be a blanket. Comes with the patterns, color codes, and I haven't even taken it out yet, so we're gonna crinkle. Just watch out. These are peel and stitch wash away sheets. So it has the pattern on it, the basic pattern on it. You peel it, stick it to your fabric, and it does not come with the fabric. I'm totally okay with that. The third and final thing is, if I can get it out, is a Notions kit, which I have not opened this. So I've never, I saw pictures, but I am obsessed with cardinals because my Grammy was obsessed with cardinals, and I have 2 sets of cardinals that sit outside my window and argue. So I would like to believe that those are my grandparents. They did get along in real life, but there's one that's quite spicy. So we all know who she is. Oh, that's shiny. I'm so sorry. There's a cardinal, and it's a stitch magnet. No, it's a needle magnet. So it will hold my needle right there. Nice pair of fancy scissors. Ooh. So I will update on that. Please follow me on Instagram as Naughty Knitting Sacks or the Fuzzy Sheep. And this is all going to go back in the case because I have more to show you. I did get some knitting books for Christmas. Shh, shh. We're making noise. It didn't go back in the way it was supposed to. I can't put that one down because it's not, it will fall, and that's not where it goes. The 3 books, I'm pretty sure I asked for these. Doodle Knit Directory. So I have plans. These are not naughty at all. I'm okay with that. There's, oh my gosh, mix and match, make your own. They're gorgeous. Love them. Mix and match. The gnomes I make are by, Imagined Landscapes. Is this her book? I should have looked her up. I think this is. Yes. Sarah, because I should read before I open my friggin' mouth. Sarah Shira is of Imagined Landscapes. She's freaking awesome. And I will be making all the gnomes. It's got pockets. There's pockets. There's gnomes with pockets. Also, I have a ridiculous amount of everything. I don't know why fucking books is any different. Latvian mittens, because look at that gorgeousness. Aiva Ozolina. I apologize if I have messed that up. Somebody is old now, needs to look through her bifocals. I got called geriatric, y'all. I've actually been called geriatric for quite a couple years now, but shut your face. That is, I think, everything except for the last bit. So, due to autoimmune issues, this is the final category for today's video. I have enough property to grow my own food. Originally, my plan was to grow enough food because my children eat a lot and I do not or cannot eat processed foods because of my autoimmune issues. So the best thing for me to do is grow it because fruits and vegetables are expensive. Also, I like to garden, so I'm going to do it. Now, starting out, it is not sweary because my children edit my videos because they're more tech savvy than me. It is not a sweary thing, but I do have a podcast and an Instagram to follow just the gardening stuff because it seems to get lost if I do it in Naughty Knitting Sacks. So Naughty Knitting Sacks will be just the bags and my knitting. That's not true. My knitting will go to the Fuzzy Sheep. So I do a lot more posting of the knitting on there, plus the bags that I make for the Fuzzy Sheep. Naughty Knitting Sacks, this is all technical. You don't need to know this. Anyway, the gardening information you are looking for, get to the point, Kate, is the Sassy Sandpiper. I will explain this. I have explained it on a video on the Sassy Sandpiper. I have YouTube and Instagram. I will check. I don't think I have a Facebook page for it. Doesn't matter. Instagram is the Sassy Sandpiper. I am called the Sassy Sandpiper because of my mouth and the swear words that continually flow when my children are not around. The Sandpiper comment, I am 5'4", 5'5" on a good day with shoes on. My husband is 6'5", my son is 6'1", and my daughter is 5. She got me. She's about 5'5". My son is 13, my daughter is 12. My sister is 6 foot, my brother is 6 foot. Everyone on both sides of the family are over 5'9". I'm 5'5". So, including my friends. My friends in high school, one of them was 6'2". Hey, Becky. Becky's husband is 6'4". When I walk around with all these people, I am lost. People have to look for me on a constant basis because I am so short that they can't find me. And everybody walks around and I am looking up on a constant basis because everyone is taller than me. My mother-in-law is 6 foot. I shout all the time, excuse me, tall person, because somebody is usually taller than me, has longer arms than me, and are absolutely going to reach what I need. I have stools all over the house that I can reach things on by myself. So, the Sassy Sandpiper, one of my friends' husbands, told me to catch up, little Sandpiper, because my legs go faster than everybody else's because I have to literally run to keep up with everyone's walking. Please don't make me run. I don't like it. Anyway, so I am the Sassy Sandpiper. That being said, all of my seeds for this year are in. This is not all of them. These are my seeds for flowers, herbs, roots, winter lettuce, different types of lettuce, and my different types of summer squash. Oh, but we're not done. This is my second box. I said second box. These are mostly full. There's a couple that have, because I don't use them a lot, and I just realized that they are all faded and I have to rewrite everything because I don't remember what's in here. So these are all of everything from cabbage to cotton to, I did grow cotton. I'll have to show that sometime. Carrots, corn, beans. I have like 6 different types of beans, 3 different types of popcorn, 2 different types of regular corn. So that's the second box. But somebody decided that she doesn't have quite enough seeds. So she needed to order, We don't need another box of seeds. Who needs boxes of seeds? No, no, no. You need to have a bucket. So there's a fucking bucket of seeds. This one I have never tried before, so I can't recommend them yet. But there are 50 different varieties, 100 seed packages. So I bought the double. I bought the double. There are 100,000 seed vegetables, herbs, and fruits. But that's not all, because my sister-in-law gave me this Christmas my herb request, because medicinal herbs work for me and I would like to start growing those again. So I have several packets of medicinal herb seeds. They do fit in the bucket. It's the same, right? Right. So this next week, because it is Georgia, I will not be making any garden related issues. Also, my husband is the best and bought me a new potting bench, so I can stand up because I'm short. It doesn't matter, I'll do it on the floor. Next week, it is supposed to be 25 degrees. Who the fuck decided that and sent us our weather? Not happy with you. 25 degrees. And to my mother, who says, oh, you're from the north. Ma'am, I've acclimated. I am a southerner now. As I sit here in my woolen hat, my woolen socks, and my worsted knit sweater. I will not tell my mom to F off, because that'll just be bad. Anyway, my mom, she doesn't watch this anyway. Nobody tell her. She's a little scary. I think that is absolutely everything. So go check out the Sassy Sandpiper. I am totally distracted. Squirrel. The Sassy Sandpiper over on YouTube and Instagram, where I will be posting all of my garden content. I cannot do anything this week outside because it is 25 degrees and I don't like it. So I will not be doing outside stuff. I can do inside stuff. I have an indoor greenhouse and I have an outdoor greenhouse. And then I have a large yard to do a lot of gardening in. So pay attention for that. Also, deep breaths, drink your water, read a book, read several, please. Read them. Have some coffee. Go see a friend. Go talk to a friend. Which reminds me, I have to call my neighbor so we can have a driveway chat. Are we done yet? I will see you in hopefully 2 weeks. I've made a plan. The shit will hit the fan. Have a nice day.